Hey guys, Yana Speaks here, and in this video, I am doing a pick a card reading for those of you who are struggling to move on from somebody. So basically, in this reading, it's going to reveal why you are having such a hard time moving on. Why is it that this person is still in your energy? Why you keep still thinking about them, okay? How this reading works is there's three numbers here. You're going to pick the number that really pops out at you, and that will be your reading. There will also be a timestamp, so you don't have to watch this whole entire reading. I also want to let you know if you would like to book a private reading with me, all the information to do that is in the description below. And if you would like to join my free Facebook group where I give love advice and things like that, it's also in the description below. So let's get started, all right, guys? So we're going to start with anyone who picks one, okay? So if you pick one, here we go. So we have free yourself. That's very interesting that we pull that card. We have heart-to-heart conversation, and we have engagement. So right off the bat with free yourself, it says it's time to take back control of your life. And I feel like because you're so consumed with this person and because there's so much like lack of closure, it's almost like you're trapped in this whole thing of just them. And it's like your spirit guides is saying that this is the time for you to free yourself, to really just let it go. You know what I mean? I'm picking up a lot of you need to do like a cleanse. That's what I'm picking up very, very strongly. There's a need for a strong cleanse. And if you would like to learn how to do that, just make sure that you go to the link in the description of this video in my free Facebook group. You join it, whatever, and you can inbox me in there, and I'll tell you how to get a really, really good cleanse to remove like whatever toxic energy that you have around you right now. I also feel like a lot of you are struggling to move on from this person because we have heart-to-heart conversations. So I feel like there's a lot of things you wanted to say to this person. There's a lot of things you still want to say to them. I'm really pulling very, very strongly that you lack closure with this person. It's almost like you feel like if you were to communicate with them and tell them how you feel, it would help you to feel better and it would help you to move on. So it could also be like this person isn't speaking to you at all. They could have blocked you. And then we have engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of engagement. So it could be that this person, you may have been engaged to them and the engagement was called off. It could be that you wanted to get married to them. And it could also be that once you get over this person, your love life is ascending to a higher commitment. So a new person may come in and you may get a higher commitment once you let this person go. All right, so let's get started. Spirit guides, please tell me why, for the people who pick one, why they are unable to move on from this person. Okay, I already see it. So right off the bat, we have the Four of Chalices. So what this tells me is that this person rejected you. So you feel rejected by them, okay? This is a kind of energy where the person was like acting, like uninterested. The person was probably very apathetic. Like you may have told them how you felt. I could see a lot of you sending them like text messages saying, exactly how you feel, really spilling out your heart to them, and this person just kind of rejecting you. So you may have wrote like a 3-page paragraph text to them, and their response was, okay, that's it. It wasn't much of anything. I'm also pulling that you guys were dealing with someone who was very immature. Okay, so they definitely weren't on the same maturity level as you. And I'm also pulling that this person viewed you as being very sensitive. So a lot of times when you would tell them how you feel, they're like, yo, you're being too sensitive. Get out of here with that. I don't want to hear it. Okay, but Another reason why you're struggling to move on from them is because this person was a seducer. So they knew what to say to get you open. They knew what to say to make you feel good. I'm picking up that there were times where they would reject you and they would make you feel like shit. And then they would turn around like 2 or 3 days later and they would say something like really sweet to you and you would kind of hold on to that. So it's like they would say like 10 mean things and do 10 mean things to you, but then say one little nice thing to you or be nice to you for that one day, and you would hold on to that one time that they were nice to you. So you definitely were dealing with someone who was a seducer. You were dealing with someone who was very like in and out, very flaky. Just not really here for a long period of time. Like I said, this person is very immature. I'm also seeing that this person became like your main vocal focus. Like you just put so much energy into this one person and you really lost your focus on other things. You kind of lost yourself, okay? And now with the Seven of Wands being here, you're super defensive towards this person and you're super defensive towards everyone right now. And with the World being here, it lets me know that this is the end of a cycle though. So the way that things been going between you and this person has come to a close. This chapter has ended. I'm picking up that this person may have said to you like, you know, it ain't working out. It's time for me to do my own thing. It's been real. Peace. You may have told this person that too, and you were defensive about having to say that. But definitely the way things been going between you and this person have definitely come to an end, and it's a new chapter starting. Okay, so my next question is going to be, you know, how did this person feel about you throughout this whole entire thing? How does this person feel about you throughout this whole entire thing? So what I'm pulling from them is that with the King of Wands, you may have been dealing with the fire sign, okay? But this person felt like they had a lot of power over you. This is the type of person that they are kind of powerful. They a lot of people look up to them. They are very popular. They may even be like, sorry about that, the phone cut off, but they're well liked and well known. And that might have been something that attracted you to them. And I feel like their feelings towards you was like, I have power over this person. Like this person makes me feel like I run the show. So they may have been very charming and you kind of went for it. They may have told like jokes and you really laughed at their jokes. So you made them feel powerful. Okay. They also felt like you were very beautiful. So they were very much so attracted to you. Some of you may have actually gotten pregnant by this person, or you may have wanted to become pregnant by them. And that kind of was not really what they wanted. So it could be like some of you found out you were pregnant and this person started acting stupid. I'm also picking up that they thought like there was something very special about you. Like you basically like kind of represented like abundance to them. Like they looked at you as someone like who could give life to anything. So as far as that goes, you know, those feelings were definitely there. I'm also seeing that they felt like you were someone that they could talk to a lot. So I'm seeing that y'all did used to like text a lot and they did like that. So I could see like them constantly hitting you up on Messenger or you constantly hitting them up through text messages, and that really made their day. So they did enjoy communicating with you. But as soon as you started with that whole like commitment stuff and trying to take it more further and more serious, that's when they were just like, I don't know about all of that. You know what I mean? And then we had the Seven of Swords here. So they were being deceptive. They were, you know, wearing a false mask when it came to you. They were kind of telling you what you wanted to hear because they knew that they had to, because if not, someone else was going to basically scoop you up and you wasn't going to deal with them anymore. So that lets me know how they feel. Now, my final question is going to be, okay, what will be the likely outcome between you and this person? The Hangman popped right out. We have the Devil here. So ultimately, what I'm seeing as the outcome is that you're going to continue to not know where you both stand with each other. You're going to still kind of always feel like you're in limbo. You're going to always kind of feel like, you know, this person left you hanging pretty much. And you're going to kind of still obsess over them because of this. This person is a drug for you. And this is a very toxic connection. I pulled the Devil, okay? Just keep that in mind. That's why I feel like a lot of you need to get that cleanse. So make sure that y'all join my free Facebook group so I could tell you how to go about cleansing this. Because I feel like there's kind of a soul tie between you and this person. I do feel eventually they will reach out to you, communicate with you. They will try to tell you that they want something serious, but it's all bullshit because they really want to be by themselves. And not by themselves like, I want to be a loner, but by themselves in the sense that they don't want to like be committed or anything like that. They really just kind of... Okay, I'm sorry, my phone cut off, right? I had too much memory on there, so I had to delete some. But so basically what I'm seeing is like this person is gonna contact you, and you know they're gonna kind of like make you think that they want something super serious or whatever. And the thing is, I see that like they have it in them to commit, but it's like they're going to take a long time to actually do it. Okay. And I'm also seeing like they're going to reach out to you because you see this person, they like to be alone when the time is right for them. You know, they don't really like want to be bothered when they don't want to be bothered. You know what I mean? But what I'm seeing here is like when you kind of just, you know, leave them alone, because I feel like this person blocked you out. If they don't block you, they just kind of really like stop speaking to you. And you kind of just accept it and you're like, okay, whatever, there's nothing I could do. And this person, it like goes within and they do some soul searching and they're by themselves. And it's almost like during that period, they do like their own investigation of you. Meaning like, because you haven't really been interacting with them all that much, they start to like look at what you're doing and what you're up to. And then that's when they're gonna like try to communicate with you. But I'm just seeing in the end, I'm not seeing like this growing into a high commitment. It's almost like they'll try to, right? Like they'll make themselves believe that that's what they want, but it's really because they miss you. And in the end, they're going to take on the hermit energy of just kind of wanting to be by themselves and not really having to answer to anybody. All right. So I hope that was helpful. Once again, if you'd like to book a private reading with me, all the information to do that will be in the description below. And please join my free Facebook group where I give a lot of advice, and especially y'all, because y'all need a cleanse. And yeah, join my free Facebook group so I can tell you how to get that cleanse, because y'all needs it. Okay. All right, so let's get into the people who picked 2. All right, so we have love yourself in the reverse. We have you deserve love. You deserve love in the reverse. And we have make an effort in the upright. So for these 2 to be reversed, it just really says a lot. You know, whenever I see love yourself first in the reverse, it lets me know that you aren't loving yourself. You are in this situation with this person who isn't treating you right, who isn't doing right by you, and it's like you're just not really loving on yourself. And I don't know if you realize this, but you know, like the message says, your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive, and it's very true. It's like when this person could see that you don't really care about yourself and that they could do whatever they want to you, that's not attractive to them. And they're just going to keep, you know, doing you dirty. And then we have you deserve love reversed. But when this is in the upright, it's saying you are lovable. So for me to pull these 2 cards right now, it's like you're not really loving yourself first, and you feel like you don't deserve love. You feel like I'm garbage. I don't deserve anyone to love me. No one's ever going to love me. You're kind of in like this self-pity type of thing. You know what I mean? And then we have make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. So I feel like this person needs to make an effort. Because I feel like you have been making the effort, but they haven't really been making the effort. Okay? So let's get into why you are struggling to move on from this person, why this person is still in your energy and still on your mind. Why are you struggling to move on? You know, why are you still thinking about them? All right, so right off the bat, I'm seeing that you're struggling to move on from this person because you both did have a very spiritual connection. It was something about them that you couldn't quite put your finger on it, but you were just like, I don't know, they're just so different. And it was like you guys just connected on a spiritual level. I'm also seeing that you can't let this person go because you are very attracted to this person. This person is very fiery, okay? This type of person that has like this aura about them that is just very like magnetic. A lot of people are drawn to them and you are drawn to them, you know? This person may be very like adventurous, very spicy. You know, they're not afraid to tell people how it is, and like I said, they're fiery, okay? And you are very attracted to that, okay? I'm also seeing that you worked really hard. You put in a lot of work when it came to this connection, and it's because you felt like the connection was mutual. You felt like the way you felt, they felt the same way too. So you really, really put in a lot of work with this person. Like you really, really went out your way and gave your all to them. I am pulling though that at times you kind of didn't know what to do regarding this person. And it could be because the person was a bit immature. And I'm pulling that at times like your passion and your fire for them kind of died out at moments. And it's like this person brought you so much anxiety. And I feel like they brought you so much anxiety because you just didn't quite know where things were headed with this person. All right, so let's get into how this person felt about you. How does this person feel about them? How does this person feel about them? All right, so right off the bat, I feel like this person was open to committing to you. Actually, they thought it was a good idea. They felt like it made sense for them to be loyal to you because of the fact of all the work that you had put in with them. Okay, I'm pulling that this is the type of person that they will commit when they're ready to do it. It will happen when it's their time. So you may have, I mean, you may have not really said to them like, yo, I want a commitment. I want you to make this go to a higher level. But certain things you were doing were kind of giving off that energy to them. And they're the type of person that they will commit, but they're going to do it when they're ready to do it. And they're going to take their sweet time to do it. I'm also pulling that this person, they will fantasize about you a lot. So it could be y'all had really, really good sex. And they would really like sit there and fantasize about all the things that they wanted to do to you. But I'm also seeing here that they did have other options and they would also fantasize about those other options as well. I'm also pulling that this person is kind of a loner. So that's why maybe at times you felt like they didn't really express their feelings to you that much. But it's just because they just like being alone. Okay, but yeah, that's what I'm pulling here. They're the type of person they like to kind of be by themselves. They don't really like to be out there for the world to see. That's not like really their thing. You know, you may have wanted like the relationship to be displayed to the world. Like you may have wanted like social media to know and like, you know, put on Facebook in a relationship with blah blah blah. Especially with the Six of Wands being here in the world, I'm picking up like that was important to you, like your public image and like being able to like claim this person publicly, and that kind of really wasn't their energy. They kind of weren't didn't really want to do that, and that's because they had other people, other suitors, and with the devil being here, I feel like they were entertaining other people, entertaining toxic things, but I also feel like they do see you as a drug. They feel like they're addicted to you. There's like a very codependent nature between the both of y'all. So they definitely were into you. Like I said, you guys had a very spiritual connection. It was somewhat mutual. They would fantasize about you. I'm pulling that the sex was really good and you became like an addiction to them. So they feel the same way, to be honest. So they may be kind of struggling with letting you go and getting you out of their head. But this person kind of comes off like they like to be by themselves though. So this might be a loner we're dealing with here. But they were feeling you too. All right, now I'm going to ask, what's the likely outcome between you and this person? What will be the likely outcome? Wow, Seven of Swords. Well, I'm seeing that you guys are just going to continue to, like right now, you guys are on a break. Okay, so you guys are not really communicating with one another, and it's because of you feeling like this person was deceptive towards you, and you feeling like they weren't being their true authentic selves. They wasn't keeping it 100 with you. And in the end, I'm just seeing you guys becoming dissatisfied with this person and rejecting them, or it could be them rejecting you. But I feel like you guys are kind of mirroring each other's energy. Okay. All right, so let's get into the people who picked 3, okay? If you liked that reading for anyone picked 2, make sure that you go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. Make sure you join my free Facebook group where I'm going to be doing a webinar on how to get your ex back without chasing them and looking desperate, okay? So we have playfulness, we have wedding, and we have attraction, okay? So right off the bat, attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying it, by enjoying this moment fully. Then we have playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit to, I'm sorry, like today I can't read. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. And then we have wedding. This situation involves marriage. So right off the bat, you may be married to this person. Y'all might be separated right now, or you may have wanted to marry them. Okay, maybe like the attraction wasn't there anymore. Like maybe one of you let yourself go, and the other one wasn't like as attracted anymore. So like maybe you weren't attracted to them like that. Or they weren't attracted to you anymore like that. And I feel like with playfulness, it's like the relationship may have gotten stale. And y'all needed to like get that spark back. Like play with each other more, go out more, and things like that, okay? You just needed more playfulness in the connection. So, okay, why can't these people get over their person? Why are they unable to get over their person? So right off the bat, what I'm pulling here is that you guys can't get over this person because you still want to work on the relationship. And it's almost like, it's not even like you're like, oh, I'm willing to work on this relationship. It's like, no, you're really willing to work on this relationship. It's like you're even willing to like go to counseling. You're willing to do whatever it takes for this relationship to be repaired. And with the moon, I feel like there's a lot of things that you're unaware of, a lot of things you can't see. This person is being very secretive towards you. So you may not have the best communication between you and this person right now. I also feel like it may be that you kind of could tell like this is the end, but you're kind of like not really seeing things for what they truly are, not really being in alignment with yourself. But we do have the high priestess here. So I feel like slowly but surely you are kind of trusting your intuition, and you are kind of realizing that this might be the end, and you're kind of realizing that you may have to move on from this person with the Eight of Chalices being here. I don't think you're really happy about it though, because you're ready to work hard to fix this. Okay? And it's like you're very motivated to do it. You're very like passionate about doing it. You feel like you've worked on yourself. You feel like you've fixed all the things that you need to fix within yourself. You're like, my aura is different now. I'm glowing now. People are complimenting me and telling me how amazing I look. So some of you may have had like a makeover, lost some weight. You just kind of went through this period where you really worked on yourself, and you feel like you're ready to fix this. And you definitely want some type of communication with this person. And I feel like you have a lot of things that you have to say to them. And it's like you kind of want to, it's like you have so much you want to say at them. It's almost like you want to charge all your communication at them. It's like so much is bottled up inside. It's like once you see them, you just have so much you have to say. And I feel like they have a lot to say to you as well. Okay, so how's this person feeling about them? How's this person feeling about them? How's this person feeling about you? Okay. Okay. Well, how they feel about you is that the Five of Chalices, so they are very disappointed. They're very sad. They've been crying. They're disappointed in the way that things went between you and them. I'm picking up that they've been relying heavily on an older woman who's very wise, who's been through a lot. It could be a mother, a aunt, a grandmother. They've been leaning on someone to kind of give them spiritual advice when it comes to how to go about this the right way. They do feel like you guys had a very mutual connection. So how you feel is how they feel. To them, it was mutual. I feel like this person may have disappointed you because there was something they were lacking. And I'm kind of pulling like financially, like they weren't able to give you the stability that you were looking for. They may have went through their own like financial issues. But it looks like they kind of come out of that energy. I'm also seeing that when it comes to you, they want to come out of feeling left out in the cold by you. Okay, and their wish, as I'm seeing here, is to I feel like their wish is to tell you how they feel about you deep down inside. Their feelings for you is deeper than sex, it's deeper than lust, it's deeper than anything sexual. You have a special place in their heart. So I kind of feel like you guys are on the same page. Yeah, they want to try to repair this with you. They do want to build with you again. I'm seeing what I'm picking up too is there's going to be like a third person they suggest like step in to help y'all repair this. And I feel like it's this older woman that they've been relying on. So if it's not their mother, whatever, it's like an older woman, like a counselor or something like that, who's going to kind of, like, all three are going to come together and collab and, like, repair this whole entire thing. But here's the thing. With strength, I feel like they are holding back from you. They're not telling you how they feel. They're keeping it to themselves. And when it comes to how they feel about you, it's like their feelings are kind of up and down. It's kind of like all over the place. You know, at times they're like, I miss my baby, but then at other times they're like, well, fuck it, whatever. So, like I said, they do have deep feelings for you, but it seems like the longer that y'all go without communicating is like the longer this person kind of says, well, maybe I should just forget this whole entire thing. So it kind of seems like if y'all want this to work, you may have to communicate with this person. You may have to reach out because this person is kind of towards the end, and they're kind of getting to the point where they're like, you know, fuck it. I'm also I don't know why, but I felt something intuitively. It just came to me. I'm also picking up that they may have been juggling you and other people. There may have been another third party interference that came out, and that's kind of the cause of this breakup. And I'm also picking up, I don't know why, but I'm just picking it up. This person who's been counseling them, I kind of feel like they might be catching feelings for them too. So it's going to be a couple of different scenarios for every single person based on what I'm seeing. Okay, so, you know, your situation may be a little different. Okay, but I think this person wants to repair this ultimately, but they're getting to the point where they're like maybe wanting to just end it because their energy is very like hot and cold. Okay, so let's see what the outcome will be. What's going to be the outcome? We have the Tower. Okay. I do think there is a third party situation going on too. I feel like for a lot of you, there was a third party that you guys found out about. Okay, so we have the Tower here, which makes a lot of sense for it to be here. Okay, like the way things were going, it couldn't continue to go this way, right? So the Tower comes in and it knocks down the foundation that you and this person built because it wasn't built on something solid. So something chaotic had to happen for this whole entire thing to basically, you know, reveal itself, for you to really see things for what they truly are. And I feel like one of you was very flaky, unreliable. It could have been you, could have been them. But I'm seeing that there will be healing. Okay, there will be healing on both parties, and you guys will find a way to go to calmer waters. I feel like one of you is still going to hold on to some kind of heartbreak that was due to the other person. Like it's still going to really bother you, but with the Sun, I feel like you guys will find clarity, and I feel like you guys will find a way to repair this. So it's essentially like one of you is kind of the type of person that kind of holds a grudge and doesn't really know how to forgive. But like I said, with that Sun card being here, I feel like there will be, you will gain clarity. You will find a way to overcome this heartbreak. Let me go a little bit deeper. What would be the final outcome after they get clarity? Wow. 10 of Swords. The Devil. 7 of Pentacles. I really feel like whoever felt like they were done wrong, they're really gonna struggle with forgiving, and they're still gonna hold on to this whole like, but you betrayed me, but you did me wrong, you backstabbed me, you know, you did all these things to me. But I feel like with that Devil card being there, I don't feel like you guys are gonna be done with each other. I feel like y'all are kind of each other's drug and addicted to one another and have a lot of codependent energy. And with the 7 of Pentacles being here, I feel like you guys are just kind of going to take on that attitude of, well, let's see where this whole let's see where this goes. So I feel like y'all will get back together. But whoever was done wrong is always going to remember what the other person did. They're going to hold on to it for their life. And they're just going to kind of be like, we'll see where this whole entire thing goes. That's what I'm seeing here. Sometimes it's hard for people to forgive, okay? So anyways, if you guys like that reading, please go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. And if you would like to book a private reading with me, all of the information to do that will be in the description below. If you would like to join my free Facebook group, where I'm going to be doing a webinar on how to you know, reattract your ex back to you without chasing them, without looking desperate and doing all these crazy things that we do for love, just join my free Facebook group. It's free, okay? It costs no monies. Anyway, guys, love you, and I'll see you in the next one.